Welcome, gorgeous souls, to another heart and soul show. Today we share about healing light, the energy of healing light. And yes, we are a day late, but more about that later on. Thank you, Janet, for being with me again. Hello.
Hello, good morning. And I love that we're calling this healing light. It just has that lovely lightness about it and will hopefully light us all up today.
Exactly. And healing light for my dog. She was really poorly. She has pancreatitis and it's very, very painful. And she was vomiting and her diarrhea was really bloody. So it was a bit of a scary time. And yeah, I needed to focus on the positive outcome. And it's so easy to just go down that rabbit hole and, oh, and I'm just going to die and cancer and whatever else is coming up. But focusing on what is and asking the angels, the universe for healing light and also for me to step up into the light, be that light, be that healing light, and focus on the positive. So, what is healing light? What does that mean for you, Janet?
Healing light for me, when I coming from the soul perspective, I mean, like you've learned Reiki, different energy healing techniques. But for me, it is the very core essence of you. It is your soul radiating that beautiful light energy. And when we are truly in our essence, living from that core, because I see the soul as your very core of who you are. And when you choose to live from that authentic space, you're this, imagine this bubble of light energy that is guiding you. And it's sort of the more that you choose to live in that space and the more you choose to feel connected to the divine energy, to divine source, and all of the good energy around us, you're going to shine brighter. So the more you do that, you're healing yourself. And that is true. I mean, because we do have the power to heal ourselves from within. And when we're connected and growing that beautiful light energy, we're also sending that light out into the world around us, and also that healing, divine healing light, want to call it Christ light, soul light. It also goes out into the world and touches the world around us. And that's a good thing. I think so anyway. What about you, Caroline?
Definitely, definitely. And even with my massage clients, I always imagine the unicorns, I'm really drawn to the unicorn energy also. And yeah, the angels around us and just that healing light, helping me with the massage is guiding me to the points and parts that need it most and making this experience a really
Yes.
holistic one on so many um, um, parts. And it's because for me, it used to be healing work or massages, but actually it's sort of intertwined, every massage is because it's my energy, I get them into the flow and helping them. And it's really great. And yeah, I love Archangel Christiel. So he has this amazing love energy and the unicorns, and asking all that guidance from the Pleiades, from Andromeda, it's everywhere. You get so much energy. And like you said, Christ light, because Christ is the pure love, that compassion, that empathy, that love really flowing. And I know we chatted before and we both, or speaking for myself here, I always thought sort of like, when we talked about Jesus, it had that sort of funny connotation. It's sort of like, oh, no, 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 no. But Jesus, the healer, Jesus, the gorgeous soul that brought that love, that helped people. And in that way, it's absolutely great with Jesus light, Jesus love, and asking Jesus, one of the masters, to be with us as well, sharing that love and touching our hearts. And of course, not from a Christian perspective, but from a energetic perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I've already explained on in previous episodes about my upbringing in Northern Ireland, where religious conflict made me struggle with the whole religious element of things, and which is why for me spirituality is so important. But then I met someone recently, and they were talking about how they are spiritual Christian, and I thought, oh, I quite like that, because I do believe in the power of Christ, and as you say, Christ the healer, Christ the love, bringing the love energy into the world. Because I remember growing up in a church where we were like told, you're going to burn in hell if you don't repent and do all of this, and not just no thank you. Whereas to me, to know that this energy, this divine source, Christ, as the healer of the world, the magnificence of it, and it's through love. The love energy is the pure light energy that heals not only us, not only that it fuels our heart, our souls, our hearts and souls, but it is the energy that can heal the world.
Definitely, absolutely, because love is our true essence. And yeah, here on earth, we are sort of disconnected from that love. But if we all stand or open up to that loving energy and releasing anything and everything that is not love, we all become a better person with soul and heart, and we then feel the connection, that oneness, that heart to heart, soul to soul connection, and we can feel deeply, and we wouldn't harm anyone. And that's the spirit, and it's so important bringing, or first of all, opening up to that healing light within. We're just opening up. It's already present, but somehow we've blocked ourselves.
Yeah.
And then opening up, being that healing light and inspiring others, by sharing that we can live in that love and light, in that heart and soul essence, in that healing light. And just sometimes when I work with clients, no, every time I work with my healing clients, I always sort of imagine, or it pops into my third eye, like a pyramid above them. And then I channel that light, and it's really, they're lying in that pyramid. And sometimes it's that sparkly light and that love, and really their body soaking that up. And it's just amazing, that healing light. And comes from the universe, it comes from the angels, it comes from Jesus, it comes from wherever it comes from. It's just beautiful.
And for me, I must admit, it's when I'm out in nature and I see these rays of light coming through. I mean, down by the sea this morning, there was clouds, but some of them had parted, and the light that was coming down, it was dramatic, and it just felt like that is that energy coming down into the earth. Maybe it's the same when walking through woods, where you sort of hit a canopy of trees, but then the light comes through and it creates this beautiful effect, and it's that radiant glow, and it just when you tap into that as well, that also fuels this part of us that we need. That fuels our energetic system, feeds our souls, and it is beautiful and radiant. And when we tap into that, it feeds us that radiance as well. And we've all met people who you sit maybe, you know, on a train, or you pass by, and there's just a glow off them, and you sort of sometimes you can't just put your finger on it, but they have that radiant energy, and they just kind of make you feel good as you pass through their energy field. And it's, you know, I didn't, until I started studying this and looking and learning about this, it was just like, just seemed odd. But now you start to know more about it. And the more of us who have that energy and putting it out into the world, as Caroline says, that love energy, that one consciousness, that divine source, that we're not separated, that we are one, then there'd be less of this sort of hatred, bitterness, wars. I mean, they're all fueled by power and feeding fear. And when we're in a space of that sort of wonderful, healing, loving, light energy, we don't feel that need. We feel compelled to support others, to help, to give. And that's where I feel that I'd like humanity to be, which is, you know, important. That's why we are doing this Heart and Soul show. It's, you know, Caroline and I are so aligned on this. And I'll leave it to Caroline to tell you about our workshop, because that also is very, very important and connected with what we're talking about today.
Definitely, definitely. And also about that oneness and that positivity. It starts with small things. First of all, you don't gossip about others because you are so content and you accept others how they are, and you feel the compassion, you get that inkling of where they're coming from. So you're sending them, or you surround them in that healing light, in that love and compassion. And you stop comparing yourself, because you realize you're your own unique flower. Not two roses are the same, and not one rose goes to the other and says, oh, she's more beautiful. And it starts small, and it starts within each of us. Like yesterday, when my dog was so sick, I had to observe my thoughts and staying on the positive, because I said, is that what I want? No. So lovingly change your thoughts and being more observant, and starting with small things. When we talk about others, is it with compassion, or is it more like gossip? When we think about others, do we compare, or is it with just love and healing light? We look towards others and say, Janet is so amazing, and I love her soul magic, and look how bright she shines. And yeah, everybody can shine. She's not taking away from my light, and when I share from my full heart, I'm not taking away from her light. And that is wonderful, and that's, yes, definitely a world I love to live in, and we are heading there. And so I touched two topics: acceptance of yourself, acceptance of what was, acceptance of what is, and acceptance of all the things you cannot change. And you can put so much energy, and you can really deplete yourself by trying to change the things you cannot change. So this is part of our workshop, the first topic. And of course, reignite your light. we are all about that healing light. We all have that love within and that light. And I am just, I'm just here. It's a candle, it's a chakra candle. And we all carry a candle within, and this one is not lit. So we love to reignite your light so you can shine bright, so you can connect to your heart and soul, so you can really connect to the love within, the self-love that everything starts within. And I'll be sharing about self-love and easy to use everyday techniques. You can just rekindle that love within, or reignite that love within, because it's already there. We just forgot how to connect with it. And then the third topic is soul purpose, which is so important, because for most of my life I was looking for my soul purpose and I had no idea where it was. I just felt like I don't have a purpose. I'm just doing everything. I needed that reignition of my light as well 10 years ago. So this is our workshop. And if you can't join us live, please still sign up, because there's a replay available with gorgeous meditation, with gorgeous insights, and an amazing workbook. Janet put it all so beautifully together. And it's happening on Monday, April 8th at 8 p.m. Central European Time, at 7 p.m. UK, and that's then the 2 p.m. New York Eastern Time. And I hope the rest of you can sort of translate your time zone from there. And yeah, I'm so looking forward to inspire you, to share insights, to little tips and tricks for you to keep walking, keep going, and keep sharing your light. And the link I'll share in the comments.
Absolutely. And don't forget, if you come live and stay to the end, we are going to do an oracle card pull for each of you. So please, please, please come and join us, because it's going to be a great opportunity. We are sharing so much in this workshop for, it's going to be life-changing.
Definitely. In a loving, gentle way.
In a lovely, yes, in a loving way, because we are passionate about helping others to reignite their spark within, so that that you can grow this healing energy, this loving energy, this divine soul energy, and radiate your light into the world. Because the more of us are doing that, the world will become a better place.
Definitely, definitely. So this was our show about healing light, and let us share with us what your greatest takeaway was in the comments. Always love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and we hear you again next Tuesday, our usual time. And happy Easter for the ones that are celebrating. Thank you so much.
Love and light blessings, everyone.